Are houses the best property type to invest in? One of the most common misconceptions is that buying a house is the only way to achieve capital growth. I speak to so many clients who preference the idea of buying a house over a townhouse or an apartment. Now, the reality is some of our most successful recommendations in the history of Binnari have been townhouses and apartments. And the reality is it's not about what property type you're purchasing, but about the demand for that specific property type in the location that you're purchasing. So buying a townhouse in a location where supply of townhouses is very low and the demand for townhouses is quite high can lead to you performing just as well as you do when buying a house in the same location. You'll also find that when buying a townhouse versus a house in a suburb, you tend to achieve a higher rental return on the townhouse than you will on the house because it offers the same number of bedrooms or living accommodation as the house does, but at a more affordable price point. With regards to apartments, of course, you've got to be really careful of things like areas where apartment supply is quite high or potential saturation might occur. But if you're doing your research and buying in locations where supply levels are low and are almost guaranteed to be low long term, and you're buying in a suburb where demand is for downsizers and an older demographic like places on the Sunshine Coast we've worked in the past, those apartments can perform just as well, if not better than houses in those areas. So the answer is not as simple as houses are better than townhouses and apartments, but it actually comes down to the locations you're looking at.